The road to recovery and reclamation. Recovery requires managing trauma's pull while cultivating self-love to fill voids left by the narcissist. Here are some keys that aided survivors in reclaiming joy and sacred sexuality. Make your healing the central focus, not the narcissist. Invest energy into self-care practices like therapy, journaling, bodywork, and spiritual development. Go full no contact to clear post-relationship fog. Block all avenues, calls, texts, socials, so their voice in your mind weakens. Disable nostalgia by documenting their abuse. Be compassionate with the grief process. Expect emotional turbulence when detaching from any long-term relationship, toxic or not. Get support from those who understand. Give yourself time to rediscover independence before dating again. Learn your lessons, then offer grace to yourself. Carefully vet any potential partners for red flags. Rebuild self-worth through accomplishment, creativity, and community. Pursue passions that cultivate confidence absent the narcissist's conditioning. When ready, seek partners valuing mutual growth through intimacy. Take it slowly. Ensure this person's spirit nourishes rather than depletes. A woman found dating difficult after leaving her narcissistic husband. She needed time to recognize her worth beyond being someone's partner. Reconnecting with her artistic gifts helped rebuild her confidence in her talents. Once her sense of self was secured, she pursued a new relationship that uplifted both partners. The sensuality of sacred connection. The intoxicating passion you experienced with the narcissist was a toxic intoxicant that bred addiction, not intimate connection. True intimacy involves the vulnerable offering of one's authentic essence to a partner who responds in kind. There is overflowing, not taking. Any power dynamics ennoble rather than subjugate. Each delight in the unfolding mystery of the beloved soul. This sensuality fosters mutual growth. It is presence, not absence. An outpouring, not a depletion. Limitless, not confined. It honors the sacred, never profanes it. Partners touch to magnify the light within each other. There is joyful awe at the privilege of being entrusted with another's vulnerability. Their body is holy ground to tread gently upon. This is intimacy liberated from trauma's constraints. Free to explore and play within its ritual purity. Unshackled from disempowering projections. Reverence for your shared divinity is the guiding ethos. Fulfillment stems not from what the other can provide, but from basking in the warmth emanating from their heart. This sensuality involves genuine seeing, a reverent awareness of the totality of your partner's being. Not simply objectifying their body, but seeing the luminous wholeness embodied within their physical form. Seeing evokes felt responses from a place of care. Their joy and suffering are felt as your own. This moves you into service of their highest good. Sacred sexuality unfolds like a flower. It cannot be rushed or forced. Trust in its natural blooming. Drop expectations weighing heavy like stones. Tend patiently to love's garden until blessings emerge in their proper season. This ripening cannot be artificially induced, but what beauty awaits for those who embrace love's cycles of renewal and revolution. Cultivating intimacy as a spiritual practice. Intimacy can evolve into a spiritual practice when certain mindsets are adopted. These enable partners to move beyond ego-based desires into co-creation of a transcendent space. Consider incorporating some of the following principles. Come to your beloved in their wholeness. Do not limit relating to their body alone. Engage their vibrant essence on all levels: mind, heart, soul, and spirit. Hold their sacred form with awe, care, and reverence. Touch seeking to honor their dignity. Listen to understand on profound levels. Make love as embodied prayer. Offer your authentic self vulnerably. Meticulously unveil your essence, courageously exposing your deepest truths. Encourage reciprocal revelation without judgment. Receive their offerings with humility and gratitude. Allow their gifts to enter you, nourishing starved places desperate to be seen and known. Remain vigilant against projecting fantasies or imposing agendas. Relate only to the living, breathing person before you in their full complexity. Merge for brief ecstatic intervals, then return to sacred otherness, allowing each to be uniquely themselves. Find balance between union and autonomy. Practice generosity and selflessness. How can you delight this beloved? Make their joy and pleasure your sole motivation. Set aside any grasping at personal gain. Hold the intention that this exchange magnifies your spiritual connection. Invite divine presence into your sanctuary of intimacy. Sanctify this space as hallowed ground. Afterwards, reflect on insights gained, walls dissolved, and lessons revealed about yourself or other. Such deep knowing comes from true intimacy. Integrate and act on it. Two kindred spirits engaged in such spiritual practice build something extraordinarily impactful over time. They weave a tapestry of intimacy, ever growing in its sacred resonance. Their communion becomes a wellspring of healing for each other's deepest wounds, and their partnership an affirmation that divine love is alive within humanity, reclaiming your birthright of sacred connection. You need not settle for the narcissist's counterfeit sensuality. Abundant joy awaits those who undertake the journey of self-excavation and soul recovery. You will reconnect to your sovereign essence and develop wisdom to steer clear of manipulative predators. Then, grounded fully in your worthiness, you can manifest partners truly capable of sacred intimacy. These connections will involve mutual cultivation of vulnerability, attunement to expose your most tender selves. Together, you will midwife each other's continual rebirth. This is intimacy as divinely intended, honored, fulfilling, and empowering for both partners. You will wonder how you survived so long subsisting on crumbs when a nourishing feast was available. Take heart that the darkness you have endured will pave the way for your re-entry to the light. You will emerge wiser, with deeper self-knowledge and embodiment of your inherent worth. Drawing from that unshakable wellspring of inner strength, you can create soul bonds sturdy enough to weather life's storms. Those trapped in cycles of narcissistic abuse often cannot envision freedom. But life offers more than these power struggles, forcing codependency with broken souls. Your divine right is connection with someone who touches you as if you are dearly beloved treasure, who sees your soul's beauty and cherishes it tenderly. There are those who will value your heart, not consume it, who yearn for intimacy that makes two souls shine brighter, not dims your light. You are worthy to walk in graceful communion with such kindred spirits. But first, the narcissist's hold must be broken fully and finally. Only then can you open yourself to love's infinite possibilities. Have courage. Your liberation awaits. I believe in you. The best is yet to come.